Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Tigmatic, and we are here, episode 102. I got my guests in the back. They here with me, and we moving and booming, baby.
Everybody go tapping with the pot with Tigmatic.
Y'all tune into the Pop Podcast. And guess what? There's an episode of me on
and you are tuned into the Pot Podcast.
With the Pot Podcast with my boy Tigmatic. You hear me? It's going down.
To follow the Pot Podcast with Tigmatic.
That's that number one.
That's that number one.
We coming in from the door, man, on folks them. Y'all already know, cuz. Yeah. I rock all this white like I'm godly. Sushi gon' come with wasabi. Fresh off the steps of the porch. I walk out, get in a Porsche. Know that I'm using the force. Know that I mastered the course. Known as the plug and the source. Haters, they feeling remorse. This for my dogs in court. That's facing the judge and the jury. My brother, he made it in sports. And that's why he rock all that jewelry. She can remember me now. Know that my vision is blurry. I got these racks on me now. Know that the money done carry me. Know that I'm lit in my city. Know that I'm hot. Know that we poppin', man. Everybody chasing that cloud. Running they mouth. Know I really feed the game. Hold up. We on the beaches and right off the coast. Down here in Florida, we doing the most. The hustle on South Beach is like a LeBron. You call it a pound and we call it a bomb. We at the lick and I'm working with chicken. Shout out my nigga from Memphis, they chicken. For my dog and themselves, now I know that they listening. Yeah, I'm on a new level just like I'm Hendrix. Straight from the gutter, we come from the trenches. We ball on these niggas, they sit on the bench. They using the style and I swear I ain't lending. We pushing the P and the P is for profit. They watching and listening, now look how they cop it. They hate and respect it, but gotta acknowledge me. Know that a nigga be doing a lot. Know that I'm lit in my city. Know that I'm hot. Know that we poppin', man. Everybody chasing that cloud. Running they mouth. Know I really feed the game.
I know exactly what they want. I know exactly what they want. Just be patient. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me, y'all keep the fame. I want the glory, been that nigga, bitches never ignored me. Rich in spirit, little bitch can't afford me. Day one static, fix it with a 4G, red beam on it. You think I'm recording, kicking front doors, you try to backdoor me. We are not a gang, bitch, we an army. Book a den, you know I don't tell stories. Keep it 100 in the lightning. You niggas fake baby K name Adonis. Mini Drake, clip curl, but somehow I can shoot it straight. Insta clip, I can shoot 4 minutes straight. Turn this to the Super Bowl if I need to. I can hit your chief up with an eagle. Set you up on the score, but they lied to you. Why you letting them niggas mislead you? My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs, my name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs, my name did more for me. You won't see it coming, I move like a crook, a thief in the night. So watch what you put, my aim precise. These bullets 12 inches long, a block away I could take off the foot. Don't ask me no questions if you know my stance. Bitch, I'm the man, so thanks in advance. They mean a rifle on top of a tripod. If they ever tell you I was taking a stand, think I run up on me, but I'm way too advanced. Spinning with choppers, turn you into a fan. Can show you the steps, but won't hold your hands. They thought they could stop me, it ain't go as planned. How I get this far? Cause I took a chance. Really got ranked, keeping it a band. This ain't what you think, better think again. This ain't what you think, you better think again. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs, my name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs, my name did more for me. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster.
All right, y'all. We're here. My folks are on deck. And listen, we're going to talk business. We're going to talk about credit repair. We're going to talk about business funding and the importance of financial literacy. We are here once again, episode 102, as we bring in 2025, and we lit. So, without further ado, I give you my guest, Blackstone Consultants, Ali Badi, and Ruffin Consulting Enterprise, DeAndre Ruffin. What's poppin'? We are here. All right. So which one of y'all want to introduce yourselves to the people first? Unmute your mic, my brother.
I'm going to let my partner go first. I've been here already, so I'll let my partner go first.
All right, let's get it.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey.
I've been in this for a long time.
State your name first.
My name is Ali Badi. I am the founder of AK Titan Group, and one of our subsidiaries is Blackstone. Not the big Blackstone, not that one with all the big people. We got a little small Blackstone.
Hey.
I'm in the credit repair industry. Also in financial literacy, coaching, and software. So there's a lot of things that we do along the lines, but basically our way of helping people grow is teaching people how to build their finances correct, and usually starts with credit and then works their way into the businesses and teaches them how to grow their business from there. You got to start somewhere, and starting somewhere is always starting at the beginning. So that's what I've been doing. Been doing this for 15 years now. Yeah. Learned this right out of high school, and now attacking it in my life. This was never my first career, never my first thing. So now it's just like, now it turned into that career. So, and I know we'll go deeper into that, but this is like, just going talking about it is great.
Absolutely. All right. So let's bounce over here. Station A.
Got you. So my name is Dre the Dimer. If you look at me on social media, it's Dre the Dimer. But I'm DeAndre Ruffin. I'm the CEO of Smart Hustlers Club. So that's basically where my definition of a smart hustler is: go ahead and position yourself so you can go get OPM, other people's money. Okay, use that money to start investing like the banks do. Okay, that's how they make money. So that's what I do. I also do credit repair. I've been doing credit repair for going on 2 years. I've been doing business funding for like a year and a half. So right now we're focusing more on, like Ali said, my partner. We created a software now. So now we're trying to give back to the people and trying to teach people how they can stop paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for credit repair and sometimes seeing no results and actually start doing it themselves now.
Oh man, that's dope. Welcome to the pot.
Thank you. It's a pleasure
All
having us.
right. So before we get into it, for those that are tuning in for the first time, my name is Tigmatic. I am your host for this evening. I am owner of the Monty Brand LLC, CEO, because I don't own it by myself. I have a partner as well. And owner of the podcast with Tigmatic and Stirring the Pot with Tigmatic and CEO of Going in Radio. Okay. So let's start with you, Ali.
Oh,
Yeah, we gonna
I'm
go
in a
straight
hot
to you.
seat.
Yeah, Dre's been here before.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So tell the people a bit about you as far as what growing up was like and how you got into business.
And that's a good story. And honestly, father's an immigrant. Immigrated over from Africa, and my mother was born here. When they both came here, my dad had this thing, like he grew up in the sense of a community of all entrepreneurs. So when he got off the boat, well, or the plane, in the sense he got here, he opened up his own business with 2 or 3 years of being here. And way we grew up was always working inside the store. Now he had a men's clothing store in New York City, and we spent all our time in the city working. I remember, 6 years old, working in the store, hustling people for, a Christmas to buy a shirt or something like that and get a little tip here and there. So
Right.
my life was always revolving around working. Anytime that we had time off, we were always with dad in the store. We didn't have a lot in the sense of, entrepreneurial lifestyle is not a lifestyle for many, because you have to give up a lot of things that people don't understand. So growing up, it was like, well, why can't I go out with my friends? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? But I was always in the store. I was always learning. I was always watching. I was watching what he would do. I would watch how he handle the business, how he do something. And then it's like a bug. It bit me in the butt. It just, one day it snapped, and I'm like, I don't want to work for people. I want to work for myself. I told him that one day. And I'm going to date myself a little bit over here. So for some of the younger generation that's listening here, if you don't know what this is, go look it up. But for the older generation, you remember the Nextels?
Oh, yeah.
I was selling them out of my locker in middle school.
You had a hustle going.
Oh, yeah. So dad had a connect in the city. Bought a couple of them. I was hustling contracts out of my locker in middle school. I was selling phone cases for the Nextels all the way up until 10th, 11th grade. I was walking around understanding how life was, and you had to do something to make money. You had to be able to talk to people. You had to be be able to communicate what you wanted and get people to trust you. And I learned that at a very young age, to be able to conversate with people and be able to get them to understand that here's what I have. You want it? Here, take it. No problem. You don't want it? Hey, I'm not pushy, because once you start to push somebody, it turns them all off. So that's what happened. Growing up, was always being a hustler. I was like a C student, D student, all the way until I got to college. When I got to college, everything changed for me. Um, I started doing really well because I started picking classes that went into what I liked, and then I started to excel. Um, I graduated decent business school in the area, but I didn't graduate business. I wanted to be an attorney. And I know with things that we talk about, this will lead into some other questions for you, Tig. I never made it to become an attorney, so caused a lot of drama and a lot of stuff that came in. But on the same side, as a young kid, I got access to one of these credit cards, man, and I'll never forget. It was before Chase had the Freedom card. It was the original flagship credit card, and I had a $300 limit on it. And I never paid the stupid thing, so I screwed up my credit when I was young. So that's how I got into the credit game initially. Then college, after I finished college, I was trying to become an attorney. I was never able to metastasize that. Nothing was ever able to grow from that. Caused a lot of problems. Dad had a friend that was close to him that owned a credit repair company, so they got me involved. And I flew down to Florida. I spent time with this genius on the credit repair industry at the time, and he taught me everything that I knew. And then there's things that I learned from him that really brought me to another level, brought me to the forefront, because everything that he did that I didn't like, I switched in our company. I switched doing what we did. And that's where you start to learn. You got to learn from your mistakes. And they'll always tell you that, learn from your mistakes. And that's exactly what I started doing. And I started teaching myself, teaching that. And then up until now, and then I opened up my first credit repair / funding company, and the moon became so close, and it shot from there. And I know, like, I think this is Spark Notes, but it's not. I'm like, I just told you 35 years in what it was, because a lot of my time I spent working, I spent hustling, I spent in the trenches doing whatever I did, and I tried my hardest to get into law school, and when I didn't, I just got back to the grind, because that's what I knew. That's what I knew to do. And anytime that during my growing up, anytime that I wanted something, I knew how to earn it. I knew how to get it. I wanted a car. I wanted I'll never forget, I wanted an Xbox back in the day, right? My dad's like, "Yeah, you ain't getting it. I ain't buying it for you." Right? I said, "All right, no problem. What do I got to do to get it?" And he told me, "Do X, Y, and Z." And boom. I know that you have to provide value to earn to get whatever you want. And once I learned that, like, something I do today, and grabbing mentors and people around me, it's like they're already like, you're teachable, you're coachable, but you already know that if you want to earn that, you're going to go out and work for it. So growing up, very much like always constantly pushing the bar to learn, to be that next level of hustler, if that's the case, that next level of the businessman. And trust me, I've had failed businesses, I've had all that stuff, and I failed more businesses than people started.
Hey man, a lot of us have, and sometimes we go with the notion or the thought that as soon as we start, we're gonna take off. It don't work like that.
Well, you know what? I'll push back a little bit. It does. You get a little bit, like you get a little bit, and then what happens is this curve. You think you're riding high, and then it's like, boom, everything falls
that first mistake.
And that's when everybody's like, "Oh yeah, okay, this is not for me." That's where the 1% is born. That's where the 1% is born, especially if you solve the problem. Oh man, oh God, that's where it's amazing.
Oh man, so let's go to you, Dre. For those that didn't see you before, tell them a bit about where you're from, how you got started in the business and credit repair and business funding.
Gotcha. All right. So those who don't know me, my name is DeAndre Ruffin, but they call me Dre the Dimer. Why? Because I really do want my whole team to score. Okay. So me is a little different. I was a knucklehead. I was a knucklehead in school, but so I went to culinary school. Actually, went to school to be a chef. Actually,
Hey,
seriously, right
shout
here,
out to us chefs out here.
literally have tattooed of me snowboarding. So I used to literally snowboard to work. People never like. If you guys follow my social media, you'll see I used to snowboard to work. So I went to culinary school downtown Chicago, and then I went to Le Cordon Bleu. Okay, went to Le Cordon Bleu. I signed this contract with this company called Vail Resorts. They have resorts all over the place. So they got places in Colorado, California, Wyoming, and I went to all these different places and cooked in all these different places. But what brought me to credit was, again, I was in all these different places. I cooked in Nantucket Island. Nantucket Island. That's like 20 minutes from a ferry ride from Martha's Vineyard. All right. So and I was cooking at Nantucket Yacht Club. All right. So people will come in on their yachts and then they will say, oh, well, I want my privacy. So they would have like the head chef and then the sous chef and then one line cook come on their boat and cook for them for like breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner. Pay extra for that. So I had a lot of different conversations with wealthy people. All right. And I had just like a couple common denominators. There was always somebody had their credits together in their bloodline in their generation, or somebody had a lump sum of money, started investing. All right. So in my head, when I'm good at something, I say I'm good at it. I really do. So back then when I was cooking, I was like, man, I'm good. Like I'm good. But I used to see all these other people who are older than me and I'm their boss. And I was like, where's the disconnect? Oh, they didn't have their credit together. They didn't have a lump sum of money. So that's when I was like, okay, you know what? I have to take a step back and learn, like, hold on, I'm pretty good at that age. I was like 20, 21. At that age, I was pretty good. I was really good at cooking. But I was like, no, you're better than me. There's no way I'm going to be at their age and still be working in somebody else's kitchen. Somebody else telling me what to do. I was like, no. Let me learn this stuff. So then that's when I started getting my credit together. Then I have 7 brothers and 6 sisters. So I have a twin brother as well. So as soon as I got my credit together, my twin was like, well, do it for me. I got his together. Then I got all my siblings' credits together. Then I was like, oh, I actually got something. Word of mouth started taking off. Now I will start doing credit repair for everybody. All right. What's the next step for credit repair? I was like, well, I got to do something. I want to own something. Then I started learning that, yes, I can then leverage my credits and then leverage my LLC at that time. Business, I still have an LLC, but leverage my good credit in my business to then go to Chase, Bank of America, US Bank, Navy, all these different places, and they'll give me money. I was like, wow, at 0% interest. I was like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. So then I started doing that, showing that how I built my report up and how I started doing that for people. It just started growing. So that's kind of how I got into credit repair. And then I got into business funding.
Oh, that's dope. So here's my first question for the both of you. Oh, I got a little choppy for a second. Let me fix that. All right, there we go. All right. Here's my first question. What are the most common misconceptions people have about credit repair? Let's go to Ali.
Yeah,
let's go to Ali, and then we're gonna go to you, Dre.
Keep it short.
Common misconceptions about credit repair. Everybody's a scam. Everybody's a scam. First common misconception. Second common misconception is you got to pay somebody to do it for you. Credit repair can be done by yourself. Okay. Now, I'm not supposed to say that, but I'll be transparent. Even though I own a software that does credit repair, at the end of the day, like, you can do it yourself. Third, the law is not meant to help you. It is, if you know the FCRA, it is definitely meant to help you. You definitely can utilize all the codes and everything, to help you get to where you need to be. I'll give one more. I had one at the top of my head as I was doing that explanation. Dre, take over. Let me get that one back in my head.
All right. So first one for me, it's gonna happen overnight. No. Okay. No. A lot of people don't. I mean, I had that misconception too. So let me not say that everybody else, but everybody. Let's talk to everybody. We did these things like 9 times out of 10. Now, some people, you were a victim of those data breaches and you were a victim of identity theft. Some true people yes, you were. But 8 times out of 10, we did this stuff, guys. Like seriously, we played a part, but we played a part in this stuff. Make sense? So again, just that misconception of I messed my credit up for 10 years, 15 years, and I'm only going to give somebody 60 days to get it fixed. That's not realistic. Okay, guys. Now, yes, we have adopted certain different methods and things like that, like our Metro 2 compliance software that we use. Our software that we use, that one is, yes, that is lights out. But again, we never guarantee anything. Why? Because this stuff is not guaranteed. All right. So that's the one misconception that I always like tell people. All right. The next misconception about credit. This is one of the, this is a big one. Okay. One of the other misconceptions is people think that if I have a 750, 780 credit score, that can get me any type of money I want. That is 100% not true. Okay. I literally have clients, they come to me, hey, I got a 7, because I do business funding heavily, heavily. So people come to me and say, hey, Dre, I have a 750, I have a 780 credit score. Let's go get funding. I always tell them, let me see your report. There's no worry. Don't worry about that. I have a 780 credit score. Let's go get funding. Yeah, let me see your report. Why? Everybody, you can, and these gurus out here or people on social media say, I'll get you a 750, 780. Let's stop that. All right. Get me a well-built report. Can you tell me that? Can you get me a well-built report? Can you tell me what a well-built report looks like? If you can't do that, then I don't care about having a 750 credit score. You can have a 780 credit score with 2, 3 authorized users and 1 account that you've been paying on time. If you go to the bank, they're going to see that you have mostly authorized users. That's not your account, guys. They know that. All right. So when they see that, they're going to say, yeah, no, you don't have enough accounts right here. If your credit age is 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, a year, 2 years, they're going to say, how much did you ask for? 50,000? Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Why? You need some more time. We don't know if you can really handle this. So that's a really big misconception for me.
Inaccuracies. That's where I was going. You hit one of the other ones that I was doing, but inaccuracies. True inaccuracies are removable. And Dre touched about it before, where he said that we've played a part in messing our credit up, and that just because you've played a part, if you've done it, that's not an inaccuracy. Right. Inaccuracy is a negative in the reporting. So because there's a negative in the reporting, that's how we can remove it. And that's how we can go through that. So the common misconception is people believe that everything on their report is inaccurate when it's not. And that is definitely a common misconception that needs to be really eradicated quickly. Again, the whatchamacallit, the gurus are always saying, oh, you have inaccuracies. You have inaccuracies. No, you don't. You don't, because if you had an inaccuracy, we'd be sending you to an attorney and be making some money. So yeah, to fix your credit. So that's game right there. If you got an inaccuracy, get with an attorney. Don't wait. Forget about credit repair. Go right to the attorney.
Right. So here's my next question. How does having poor credit affect your mental health, and how can repairing credit help alleviate some of that stress? Break it down for the people.
Should I go first?
Got you. All right. So with me, guys, and this is, I'm telling you, not from a book. I'm going to talk from personal. All right. With me, I remember going in and I couldn't get a stick, not a pack of bubble gum, a stick of bubble gum using my credit. Couldn't do it. They will laugh at me. All right. Do you know how when you become a adult in this society and you really can't go get a car without mommy, daddy, brothers, sisters being a cosigner?
Cosign. Yeah.
But you can't go do certain things. You can't do certain things because you have bad credit. That literally, like, that can put some people, and it did for me at one point in time. It really put me in a rut because it was like, man, I have all these ideas. I know I'm talking to somebody out there. I have all these ideas, and people are saying, no, you're not going to do it. You're not good. Well, man, if I just had the funds, if I was just able to go get a lump sum of money, I can, not that I'm trying to prove anything to anybody, but again, you have all those naysayers. So yes, I did want to prove them wrong, but I didn't have good credit, so I couldn't even do that. I was working a 9-to-5 job, making $14, $15 an hour, $16 an hour, $17. Like when life is lifing, that's not good money. That's not good money when you want to invest as well. Even if you don't want to invest, that's still not good money. Makes sense? So that was it. Makes sense. A grown anybody, man, but for me, it can do something to you. Now, the difference from that going to now is like, I can go get those food trucks that I want to go get. I can go get 3 of them. I can go get 3 of them now. Like, I'm okay. Like, it's I work from home now. Like, I literally have meetings inside a jacuzzi now. He's laughing because he knows. He's in the jacuzzi and we're having meetings. Mm-hmm. That's the freedom that credit has got me. So that's the difference for me in my life. So again, I'm not trying to tell anybody that money will give you happiness. No, money gives you options. Okay, and that's my thing. Money's going to give you options, and options will give you the option to get your time back. So
right. All right. So what are some predatory practices to avoid when seeking credit repair services?
Predatory practices.
Mm-hmm.
Fly by night companies. Okay, so people that don't know what the heck they're talking about. They don't know nothing about credit. They just get in the game because somebody told them to open up a credit repair business. They don't even know how to tell you the difference between what a FICO score and a Vantage score is. Okay, right. They don't know. Dre was talking about it before. I could get you an 850 credit score if you have a 0 credit score, or actually a 300 credit score. Okay, I could get you an 850 in less than a week. Okay, in less than a week, and it have it disappear, but it does nothing for you.
Right.
The file is BS. So these predatory practices that people come out, like, I'll give you a perfect one, and I hate that the gurus say this to a certain extent. Like, another thing. Oh, let me put a trade line on to drop your utilization down. That's not how it works. Yes, you can drop the overall utilization down, but you're not dropping individual utilization down. If I'm maxed out with Chase, right? This is the thing. If I'm maxed out with Chase and you got a guru that's coming and tell you, let me sell you a trade line to drop your utilization down, you're still maxed out at Chase. Like,
this is crazy.
Seriously?
This is crazy.
And I heard this and I fell off the chair one day. I was like, wait, time out. You said what?
Crazy.
And these practices, there's some common sense practices, and there's some practices that need to be taught. Hence why we always say you gotta have financial literacy. When we're running classes, Dre and I, we're teaching them because that's the key. How are you never gonna mess up your credit again when you understand how to utilize it?
Right.
Why do people get in trouble? Here's another predatory practice. Another person will tell you, key thing, swipe your credit card for everything. No, Incorrect. Do not swipe your credit card for
Yeah,
everything.
that's running the utilization up too high.
Exactly. You don't. What you do is you use your credit card like your debit card. When you get paid, you pay it off immediately. So that means whatever you would normally spend on your debit card, you're spending on your credit card. You never spend over that amount. So if you make $1,000 check, you're literally spending $1,000 on your credit card. Now, that's besides the point. There's other things we would go into, but you would spend $1,000 on your credit card. Now you're never going to get into debt. You don't wait. If I get paid on Tuesday, the next coming week, and I get paid
Right.
2 weeks after that, I'm paying it on Tuesday and Tuesday. I'm not waiting for the payment date. Because what happens? Life happens. That's how people get into debt. So these are a lot of predatory things that come out, are people that are getting caught, and this is the God's honest truth, that are getting caught when they're in a bad situation, okay, with bad practices, instead of teaching them, hey, look, you don't want to hear what I have to say because it's the truth, but I have to tell you the truth so you don't constantly make that same mistake over and over again, because that's the key.
Yeah. Okay. So tell the people the best funding options for startups with little to no credit history.
With no credit history?
Or little to no credit history. What can they do?
So, okay, so how about this? How about this? What I suggest people go get 3 banks. Doesn't matter if you have good history with them or not. The reason why I'm gonna make this make sense. I will always, unless you have bad history with them, and if you do, go fix it. But I would tell you first, go get you a Chase account, go get you a U.S. bank account, and then you can go get you a Bank of America account, Bank of America account. But if you do not have a Chase account, go get a Chase account. Why? That's the first one. So even if you don't have a relationship with them, doesn't matter. Go get them. Why? Chase has a 5 and 24 rule. Okay, that means that if you get 5 new accounts in the last 24 months, you're going to get denied. Why? You look too thirsty. You look like you need this money. So we go to Chase first, no matter what. Okay. So that's why I say it doesn't really matter who you got, who you're with. Because if you need credit repair, then you need to get on this now, like get the bank account now, because you still need credit repair. So you'll be building that relationship while you're getting credit repair. Because again, if you need credit repair, you can't go get no real money. So you gotta sit your butt down. So that's why I tell people, if they're coming to me, they need credit repair. Okay. 9 times out of 10, anybody who has good credit, they can just go get a Chase account, and then we don't have to talk about any of this other stuff. So my thing is, when people automatically come to me and you need credit repair, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna talk about how to fix it up, but then I'm also gonna tell you, go get a Chase account. If you don't have bad blood with them, if you do, go fix it, because they give the most amount per one card. So we're getting between 50 to 75,000 per card, 0% interest. Okay, that's why we go.
Repeat that, sir.
Gotcha. So, and like, we have receipts, but we go to Chase first because they give out the max on one card. Okay, so, and you can go double dip. Double dip means you can get 2 cards with them at the same time. Okay, but we go get our minimum. We'll go get 50,000. Why? We have TIG. Anybody who uses the code Tigmatic 25, you go ahead and get that discount. Okay, but we have relationships with a BRM, Business Relationship Manager, at Chase, Bank of America, U.S. Bank, PNC, Truist, Citizens, and Amex. So we talk to the people who talk directly to the underwriters, the people who say yes, agreed, no, denied. Makes sense?
Hey.
So that's how we're able to get 50,000 to 75,000 one card from Chase. Again, we go to 3 banks per round. So again, we just made one stop, got 75,000. We got 2 more stops. You're gonna hit 100,000 your first round. Make sense, guys?
Makes plenty of sense.
But the key is, and I want to touch base on this, the key is having a proper credit score. And I don't know, Dre, I don't remember if you touched base on that. That is if you have first a banking relationship with them, but second, having a proper credit score. If your credit score is not proper, your accounts are not built up correctly, you don't have everything that's needed, you're not going to get that. So, when we talk about when we have little credit, okay, even if you have a little credit, but your credit score is proper and built correctly, it's all right. It's all right. It's possible to get that. But if it's not, gotta segue into the other realm. Well, Dre will bring you in, and that's to fix your credit or learn how to build your credit. That's the other part of the circle.
Facts.
Right. So here's my next question. Are there any grants or alternative funding opportunities that often go overlooked by entrepreneurs?
Yes. I'll tell you one. Okay. I'll tell you one. A lot of people say, again, misconception that if I don't, there's different funding outlets. Okay. One way is some people have a really bad credit. All right. But they're making a lot of money. So a lot of people don't know that, yes, we can get you funding still, but we're just going to use, if you have 6 months, guys, if you have 6 months of pay stubs, the taxes or whatever, you have not taxes, pay stubs showing that you're making over $10,000 a month in your business, we can still get you funding, but they're going to look at your future projections. That's how they're going to base it off of. So they're going to say, if this person is making $10,000 a month already for the past 6 months, like clockwork, if we give this person 25,000, 50,000, they're going to turn it up and start making 25, 30,000 a month. Makes sense? So
yeah,
when a lot of people don't know that, yes, if you're making over $10,000 a month, then there's options for you so you can still go get funding, even with bad credit. But again, that I don't tell that to everybody because not everybody's making $10,000 a month in their business. But those who are, that's another option for you.
There's also grants. There's also grants on that thing, and that again, each grant is different from each municipality. I mean, I never really dabbled down that road, but I know that each municipality. My wife did it when she opened up the store that we had. The actual county executive or whatever it is came to the store and she was like, look, you're a woman-owned business, go to this website, hit this button and go apply under a woman-owned business. We'll give you a grant for your woman-owned business. And they gave her something like 25 or 30 G's just right out the gate with that. So again, there's ways. You just got to be able to you got to be able to find the route. Like I said in the beginning when I was talking about my life, hustling. When you hustle, you're gonna go look for it. You gotta go find it. And the information, look, with the internet and everything that's out here today, like you'll be able to find it. There's people out there that are going crazy with it, and they'll help. They want to help because everybody wants to be a guru today. So if you can help me, can you give me a testimonial so I can start charging people for this? So there's always somebody out there doing something.
Speaking of which, I knew why you threw that in there. That was a perfect segue, my guy. You laughing so hard about this, folks, because we literally was talking about this for 2 days straight.
It literally comes to that's what we do. Don't forget, one of my other businesses is, oh, sorry, I don't know what the heck that is. My bad. Hold on 1 second. I have no clue what
that's Alexa.
Thank you, Alexa off. Thank you. Did not know what that was. Hey, brand new dad. We got new toys in the house. Like, I don't even know what somebody. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Congratulations on the new
Thank you.
seed.
Thank you.
Boy or girl?
Girl, baby girl.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Baby girl.
Get your shotgun ready.
Already. Trying to get a pew pew carry permit. So let's see what happens. You know, I'm ready. Something drops. I'm like, what's going on? But yeah. When it comes down to, you know, one of the brands that I have is reputation management, and the biggest thing comes into speaking about reputation. And when we come through all the businesses and all the stuff that we do, reputation is always key. And having that reputation and people doing testimonials and doing things like that to grow their business is huge. It's absolutely huge. And look, I'll give you a little thing on how Dre and I met. Dre was a client of mine.
Hey.
And Dre, I told him, I was like, yo, do me a favor. Whenever you get a chance, I was like, write a testimonial for me. Write a review, because that's how I was taught. Write a review.
Yeah.
Dre wrote a review, and we just linked up. It was just you know, when you have that energy with people, you notice that energy. Dre and I had that energy, and we just keep talking. And I'll call him, we'll go over. I'm like, I'm working on something new. What's going on? You want to see it? And he's like, yeah, let me get in. All of a sudden, then one thing led to another, and like, yeah, we should just partner up. He's like, yeah, okay.
That's kind of like how it went between Dre and I as well. We were talking for a while on TikTok, and I wanted to work with him with the credit repair. We tried that, and then we did the pod, and after that, it was like, hey, man, we might as well partner up. And he's like, let's do
it. They call me Dre the Dimer. But my whole team to score, guys. That's why, again, I graduated doing business funding, because guess what? That's the next step to get it, making sure that, guess what? I put you guys in position, not you guys, but who's watching. We make sure we put you guys in position so you can go score. Go score, whatever that means to you. Whatever that means to you. If that means to be able to go score, meaning win more in my family life, go score. If that means go kill it in business, go do that. Like, we want to put you in position to score. So that's why, again, they call me Dre the Dimer. I want my whole team to score. That's why, again, hustle. I'm the CEO of Smart Hustlers Club. There's a dumb way. There's a way to hustle. Then there's a dumb way to hustle. Then there's a smart way to hustle. Makes sense, guys? Whatever you want to call yourself after that, that's what you want to call yourself. But you wake up every day and you hustle. You hustle.
You outwork every single person that's out there. I've had that on my Facebook for 10 years. Just they're out there. There's someone working harder than you. Well, no, they ain't. There ain't anybody working harder than me. And you know that may be a little facetious when I say that. And you know, I may be, I may think that there isn't. But if I believe that in my head that nobody is out there working harder than me, and I keep going and I keep pushing, like, there is gonna be nobody out working me. Got to work like you're still broke. That's what I tell people. You got to work like you got no money in the bank. I don't care if you got millions in the bank. You work like you're still broke. That's how how do you think? I'll never forget. I heard this Russian guy. Oh my God, this was the greatest story I heard. Russian guy owned a cell phone business in Russia back in the day. It was a little kiosk. I'd say like a 5x5 kiosk. He was selling cell phones when cell phones first came out. And all of a sudden, he was making money, and he was just making money. And guy comes up to him, tells him, "Oh, boss, we just crossed $1 million. Great." Puts his head down, keeps working. "Boss, we just crossed 10 million. Great." Puts his head down, keeps working. "Boss, we just crossed 100 million. Keeps great. Keep working. Keep working." "Boss, we just crossed $2 billion. What?" Picks his head up. What? He got so engulfed in his work that, yeah, the milestones were just milestones, but when he hit that big one, he was like, whoa, what just happened?
Right.
Because if you love what you do and you're doing it every day and you're doing it crazy, it's gonna metastasize. And that's exactly what you start working with the right people. You know, Dre and I, we're not competing against each other. You start collaborating with the right people. When you start collaborating, your business is bound to go up like this. Because they all say it. Once you hit $1 million, that's the hardest part. That's the
Right.
product.
Yep.
Becoming
Keeping
a
it is the
billionaire.
issue.
No, that's not even hard either. Becoming a billionaire is your network. It's about the people you collaborate with and the people you get to grow. Keeping the money is not as hard as people think it is. It's being financially literate and it's understanding how to spend where other people are not.
Mm.
Spending power is the game. When you're a millionaire and you got products, I can lower my product price down. I can go to the manufacturer and be like, look, I bought 60 from you or 600 from you or 6,000 from you. I'm about to buy 60,000 from you. What's my price going to be?
Right.
All of a sudden, it just changes in their head. They're like, yeah, we're not going to let this guy walk out. Same thing with the bank. You think that a bank is going to let somebody walk out of the bank? And Dre, correct me if I'm wrong on this one. Somebody walk out of the bank that has $60 million in the bank?
No.
No.
Oh,
You think they're going to let you walk out with $6 million?
They keep most of that money in the bank.
You think they're going to let you walk out with $6 million?
no.
They're not even going to let you walk out with $600,000.
Oh, they're not. They're gonna do business with you.
$60,000 is like pushing it, but after 10K, you become a valuable asset to it. Free
Unless
advice.
you just become one of those. Unless you become one of those people that just be like, no, I just want my money and I want to cash out and I want to go.
Yeah, which there's people that do it, but here's the thing: free advice for all the business accounts that Dre's telling you to open. Put $10,000 in the business account. Everybody like, what? What?
Yeah.
You want a BM to get? You want a business relationship manager to call you tomorrow? Put $10,000 in the account. Let it sit. Watch how fast they call you. Watch how fast they pick up the phone and call you.
Yeah.
You become an asset to them immediately. Immediately. 1, 2, 3. They want to do business with you. You're making $10,000 a month, you're legitimate. You're making 20, 30,000, 40,000 a month, you're a high roller. You're making millions, you're the whale. They will do anything in the bank to keep you. Why does American Express offer a black card? They offer a black card.
They got that changed.
They offer a black card because why? One reason only. They needed to keep the whales happy. I pick up the phone, call American Express. Excuse me, Mr. Badi, how are you doing today? Hello, Mr. Badi, how are you doing today? This is American Express concierge service. What can we do for you today? I need a ticket to the Rangers game tonight at the Garden. Can you get me tickets behind the bench? Call you back in 10 minutes. Call me back in 10 minutes. We got 2 tickets to the thing. We've charged it to the card. They'll be waiting for you at the Ticketmaster window.
Right.
Done deal.
People want that experience. The whales want that experience. You and I want that experience. I look, as much as I want to own all this stuff, I want the power to be able to do what I want when I want.
When I want. Right.
Exactly. I live next to a private airport, right? I live next to a private airport. I'll go drive on nights that I feel unmotivated, and you want to talk about mental health, I'll go drive nights that I feel unmotivated. Like, what the hell am I doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm still up. I haven't slept. All this stuff. I feel down on my luck. Business is not doing well. All this stuff. I'll get in the car. I'll go drive to the private airport, and I'll look where all the private jets are. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, what's happening at 3 o'clock in the morning? The millionaires and the billionaires are boarding their private jets to go overseas.
They taking off and they loading up.
They're loading up and they're taking off. And then I remember why I do what I do. Sometimes
That's a heck of a motivation.
Yeah, you need it. And like people say, somebody was talking to me about this the other day. They say, how do you stay focused? How do you not burn out? Look, don't get me wrong. Doesn't matter how much money you make, you're gonna burn out eventually. But you have to have something to fuel you, because the burnout is just lack of fuel. That's what it is to me. There's and I live in New York, so I'll say that I live in Westchester County in New York, which is full of rich people, that are stupid rich. But the next town over is
Right.
Greenwich. The next town over is Greenwich, and if you don't know what Greenwich is, go look it up, guys. Greenwich, Connecticut, is full of people that have money. What I do is, what's on there? There's a dealership road on there that's full of every dream car that we had posters on the wall when we were kids.
So
Another
let's
thing.
talk about mental health a bit.
Go for it.
How can entrepreneurs balance the financial pressure of starting a business while safeguarding their mental well-being?
This is a good question.
And use yourselves as an example.
It's a very, very good question.
That's for you too, Dre.
I'm gonna, Dre, I'm gonna make this quick because I know how
Yeah,
to
let's
answer
start
this
with you, Dre. Let's start with Dre first, because you just went. So let's start with Dre.
You said, how do we say that one more time so I can make sure I get you 100%?
I said, how can entrepreneurs balance the financial pressure of starting a business while safeguarding their mental well-being?
So you don't want to over leverage yourself. That's a big thing, guys. Again, I tell people, a lot of these gurus tell you, okay, well, it's okay to quit your job and go all in on your business. Hold on now, hold on, because again, are you at that level where you can quit your job? I tell people all the time, your job should be your first business partner. Your second business partner should be the banks. All right. So again, don't be in a rush to go ahead and quit that job. Why? Because now you need that business to work. And now if it doesn't work, now guess what? That causes, if you have let alone if you're the man of the house, but again, if you're just the woman of the house or whatever, but if you are in control of the finances in your household and now you just quit your job to say, I'm gonna focus on this business 100%. You didn't do your due diligence. You didn't make sure that you hit off every box. I give myself checkpoints on, all right, I need to be making this monthly, not, oh, I hit this one time, I made this one sale. No, I need to be making this monthly,
every time, every month. Consistency.
Yes. So again, my point is, a lot of people, how you safeguard your mental with doing this is make sure, my biggest thing is make sure when you want to turn this into a real business, whatever business you're doing, before you do that, make sure you do your numbers. All right. I'm a big advocate of doing your numbers. All right. Do your numbers, do your finances. If it makes sense, if you're making consistently enough money to cover your bills, go for it. But if you're not making consistently enough to cover your bills and double, don't do it. Because again, you're going to need that business to work. And again, as we're all entrepreneurs, we know that 100% of the time,
it's a stretch.
Oh, 100% A-okay. So
especially when you first start, and it's definitely a stretch. The first 2 to 3 years are pivotal, and you might not make money in your first year.
No, you're not. No, you're not
at all.
That's, look, since you said I'm gonna make this,
it takes 5 years for the business to grow.
Yes. Again, that money that you're making in your business, that's not, if you're growing your business, that's not, oh, I made a sale, I can go buy me some shoes. No, you got to reinvest that into the business. So that's not,
put it right back in. Everything got to keep going right back into the business.
That's my,
absolutely.
My point is, before you jump off that porch, make sure you're ready. All right. Before you're ready, because you're going to go through a whole lot of stress of, I can't do this. I can't. So that's my advice.
Okay. Now it's on you, Ali.
That's coming from me. Like you said, that's personal because I did that. So that's personal. I jumped off the porch before I was ready. and I had fuck that. I'm being
you gotta build the plane on the way down.
I was like, oh,
you Fortnite before Fortnite.
So that's come from personal, guys. That's come from personal. Go ahead.
This one's hard. This one cuts deep. I did Dre multiple times. Like 9 failed businesses. When I was trying to figure out what I was going to do in my life after I couldn't get into law school, it was like 4 years of just constantly beating my head against the wall. I threw everything in its mother against the wall, and I was like in between jobs at some point, or I get a BS job here, a BS job there, and that weighs on you. It weighs on you a lot. It weighs on you to a point where I didn't know how much trauma I'd went through mentally with everything that was going through. Thank God. And I'll say this truthfully. I'll say that if it wasn't for my wife, she was just coming to be my girlfriend at the time. If it wasn't for my wife at that time, I don't know where I'd be today. Because she straightened the path for me in the sense of, like, she's like, honey, look, I want you to go do what you want to do, but at the same time, you got to put some food on the table. You got to get some money. So we figured out we got to figure out a way. So I got a job. Still trying to figure out how to manage both, and it was stressful. It was stressful in that sense of, how do I pay for this? How do I do this? How do I reinvest the money back in the business that Dre was saying? How do I put money into marketing? How do I, it was, that weight is so heavy. Now, those businesses failed. I'm going to, because I wasn't good. So I'm going to tell you this. You've got to be good. You've got to be able to eat. You've got to be able to put clothes on your back. You've got to be able to do certain things first before you make that jump, before you make that leap, before that you make that that necessary risk. Some people will tell me, no. Well, I'm the adverse of what had happened. I made that leap with nothing. I had like $5 in my pocket when I made that leap. I said, you know what? I ain't got anything anyway, so let's give it a shot. And like Dre said, you get a win here, you get a win there. Okay, well, I can go buy myself something that I need, or go do this, or go do that. And you wind up putting yourself in a bad position. Still to this day, when it's a successful business, I still work a day job. And I'm very happy to work my day job, because it takes the stress off of if the business is having a bad week. Everybody's like, well, why would you do that? You need to focus on the day job. Not your day job, your business. I did focus on the business. I built my business up so good that I can focus going to work and still have money coming in 2 ways. Now I have 2 streams of income, not one. Now I'm not worried if something happens. I have something else coming in. And then what happens is once you build that first stream, you move on to the next stream. And that'll cause your mental health. Exactly. You start to snowball. Well, that your mental health charts start to change. I'll be honest with you. My mental health up until the last 6 months has not been good, because I was constantly fighting. Where am I going to get that next dollar from? How is it going to come? And then boom, like that, just changed. But it's also 10 years of putting in the hard work. It's also 10 years of going through that stress. And everybody says, the tip of the iceberg. Everybody says you only see the tip of the iceberg when it's too late. They don't see whatever else you go through. Well, people didn't see that. Then the success starts to come. You're able to afford the things that you want. You're able to put money away, college funds. You're able to invest. Oh my God, that was the biggest thing that I wanted to do, is you're able to invest. And that what happens is that lowers the amount of mental stress that you're going through, which then gives you chance and clarity to be able to focus what needs to be done. And as you focus what needs to be done, it's very simple to go put an investment on to help build up the business and to supplement the business and to supplement everything that you're going through. It's exactly, I have no exaggeration. We were just talking about this at the dinner table tonight. I was like, honey, we got to do some investments. Tig, I was talking to you about it before when we were going that.
We just was talking about investments.
investments and how we could do it with the, everything ties into everything. And I'm gonna give something for Dre, for people with Dre stuff. If you're going in and getting funding with Dre's gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you a freebie right now. When Dre gets you your 0% APR cards, give me a second. When he gets you the 0% APR cards, hold on, my bad. When he does that, you take the cash back ones. You use your cash back ones to swipe. You take that cash back, then you can use the cash back to go into investments without having to spend $1 that you didn't have to. So that's how you start to build yourself up. And you start to build yourself and start to diversify yourself, and then you don't really worry about money. But the mental health, when it comes to entrepreneurship, it will beat you to the floor and keep you there if you allow it to. But you can't allow it. And God's honest truth, you just got. Also, you got to have somebody to talk to. I'll be honest with you. Talking to other entrepreneurs that understand you, I got a mentor, thank God. But talking to other entrepreneurs that understand what you're going through changes everything, because they're like, damn, I went through the same thing. What did I go through? Or what did I do to fix it? Oh, I did this, and Ali, why don't you try this, and this? Boom, it worked. Boom, it worked. Holy crap. Okay. Now I know what to tell you if you go through the same thing. It's beautiful in that sense when you start thinking like that.
That's awesome. So, Dre, let's talk to him a bit. Let's talk to him. You know what we here for. Let's talk to the folks. Tell them what we got going on, what we moving and booming with.
So look, guys, normally, now this is seriously, just for this podcast, all right? Again, I'm going to keep saying it. He still has the code on the screen. With Tigmatic, guys, if you hit me up without, like, I charge a fee, all right? I charge a hefty fee for business funding. You will find that out if you hit me up without using the code. I'm being transparent. I'm just being transparent, all right? Again, I'm doing this just for him, all right? So if you guys use the code right here, Tigmatic25, go to ruffinconsultingenterprise.com. Ruffin is on the screen right here, ruffinconsultingenterprise.com. You go ahead and you go through the questionnaire. You put in Tigmatic25, all right? You do that. I will go ahead and we'll get notified. I'll go ahead and reach out to you guys. We'll go ahead and get you funding, all right? We're going to give you a hefty discount now because you're using that code, all right, guys? Again, we get those 0% interest credit cards from 50 to 75,000 from Chase. That's the first stop, okay? Again, guys, I'm gonna show you guys how we can go get you each round. When I say round, that's 3 banks. Then we go ahead and we go to 3 more banks. Each round, we're gonna go get you minimum, depending on if we make sure that credit report looks good, we're gonna get you 100,000 each round, more than 100. So again, make sure you use that code Tigmatic25, and we'll go ahead and get you hooked up.
Use the code, people. Y'all heard the people telling y'all. They have spoken. Use the code, people. Come on, what you waiting for? You want $100,000? Holla at my mans. Want to get straight? Use the code today. And you can get on the gravy train. You know what I'm saying? Tigmatic24. It was, but now it's Tigmatic25. Because we're in the new year. We moving and booming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We moving and booming, folks. Listen, it was great to have y'all on, man. So, I got 2 more questions before we get out of here, though.
For sure.
All right. How can small business owners improve their chances of getting approved for loans?
Right at you.
Got you. All right. Small businesses. So again, small businesses mean you're having income. All right. So there's multiple ways. Another misconception is I can only get business funding through if I have good credit. I can only get business funding through my EIN, which is just using solely your business. I mean your business. So people who have small businesses, normally you're making, if you're a small business, typically you're making at least $10,000 a month. So I already kind of walked on this part a little bit, but we can go ahead and still get you. If you do not have your good credit, if you don't have good personal credit, we can still get you funded that way. Another way is if you do have good credit and you have 2 years, guys, 2 years of tax returns, then we can go ahead and get you extra. That's like the next tier. So now we're walking into that whole line of credit, all right, where we can go ahead and go get a line of credit from Chase. Again, we always go to Chase first. We can go ahead and get you a line of credit of $100,000. Then we can go get you a credit card of $50,000. You're walking out of one bank, $150,000. How many banks did I tell you guys we were going to? And per round, 3. So our first stop, we just cleared $150,000. Makes sense? So that's another way for small businesses. Okay. So again, for that way, you need 2 years of tax returns. All right. You have to be making some good money, but 2 years of tax returns. Then we can go ahead and step into that next tier of getting you some a line of credit. Okay.
Hey. Okay. Last and final question. If there's one thing life has taught you, what is that and why?
You reap what you sow. You put in hard work, you're gonna get exactly what you deserve. And that's the truth. You reap what you sow. Everything that you do has a consequence. If you're lazy, you're not gonna have the success you want. If you're if you're proactive, if you build what you want to build, you go do what you want to do, you put in the time that you want to put in the time for, all of a sudden you are going to get what you want. So I really, I heard somebody say that to me. I think my aunt said it to me. You reap what you sow, and I truly believe that life has taught me that. I've been down so many times, but I never gave up. And you know, at the end of the day, you get to where you want to be. You're successful because of putting that hard work in.
Oh man, great. If there's one thing life has taught you, what is that and why?
One thing that life has taught me, don't give up. All right. Stuff is going to happen. Stuff is going to happen. One thing, the person who's making millions of dollars a year, who's the most successful person in the world, stuff is happening to that person. Their dog, I'm not trying to speak, but they just got a flat tire. They were sick. Their kids are being annoying. It's loud next door. Life is going to happen to everybody, no matter white, black, purple, pink, no matter what. All right. So if we all know that no matter what, life is going to happen to everybody, and that means we need to, what's the next step? We need to focus on how we react. Again, I'm speaking from personal, and this goes to the mental, like stuff is going to happen to you. So if you know that, guess what? I'm going to try. Something's going to happen. You know, I'm going to meet somebody. Something's bad going to happen. But if I know that something's bad going to happen, then when something does happen, I need to know, you know what? This is not a time to have a pity party. This is not a time to have, something. No, this is the time to say, all right, I knew this part was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. What do I do next? Let's stop. Give yourself 15 seconds of a pity party. 15 seconds. After that, what do I do next? How do I get around this? That's what I've had to learn. So that's my lesson to everybody. Something bad is going to happen. Like, I'm not trying to wish that on you, but realistically, something's not in your business, in your personal life. Something's not going to go right. You're going to get an argument with your person or whatever. something's not going to go right. The next step, that's how you determine how big you are. One of my mentors told me this, I'm going to end it with this. One of my mentors told me, I can tell the size of a person by the size of the problem that stops them. Okay, let me say that again. I can tell the size of a person by the size of the problem that stops them. So if you look at it in retrospect, what is this? Is this really big? Is this life-threatening? Is this a really, really life-threatening issue? No? Well, I can get over it then. Because guess what? When I get over it, it's going to make me that much stronger. I'm going to have experience on how to get over something like this. So that's my thing. One more time. I can tell the size of the person, man or woman. I can tell the size of the person by the size of a problem that knocks them down and keeps them down.
Hey, man, that was dope. I want to say thank y'all for coming on. Let me switch y'all back so we can all see each other. I want to say thank y'all for coming on. I'm starting to get a little shaky again. It's starting to get a little. Got to adjust my mic back.
Good.
Right, there we go. A little too close. There we are. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for coming on. Once again, folks, use the code Tigmatic25.
Tigmatic 25.
Get that 100 racks. What y'all waiting on? Tell them the site again.
RuffinConsultingEnterprise.com. All right.
RuffinConsultingEnterprise.com. And it's on the screen. Y'all see it. Looking for business funding? Go to www.RuffinConsultingEnterprise.com. Use code name Tigmatic25 for a special discount on your fee for your business funding. So let's get it popping. What you waiting on? All right. Listen, y'all got to stay on. I'm going to talk to the people and end it out with the intro. Close y'all cameras again. All right. So, listen, folks. My guys came on. They gave y'all some information. And I hope y'all take it and use the code. Get this money. What you waiting on? It don't take nothing to it but to do it. And if you really try and get the business funded for your business, this is the way to do it. We have the avenue for you to do it, for you to get this money. So what you waiting on? The code is there. Straight like that. Go get this money, y'all. Hey, listen, once again, it's your boy Tigmatic. And we moving and booming. So we about to be out. Peace.
Everybody go tapping with the pot.
Y'all tune into the Pop Podcast. And guess what? There's an episode of me on
and you are tuned into the Pot Podcast.
With the Pot Podcast with my boy Tigmatic. You hear me? It's going down.
To follow the Pot Podcast with Tigmatic.
That's that number one.
That's that number one.